Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Not the start they envisioned. Looks like a 3-and-out, and for a team that hasn't won a game in a while, that's tough.
And what we have to look out for and keep an eye on is the same thing that their coaches are doing. Wanting to see if guys are going to get discouraged early and sag because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back,
Philip Dorsett by himself, past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going to try and throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route,
Haskins getting lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
You got nothing. He's crossing.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
All day, defense, all day. He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to throw it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
4 down, check, 4 down. He's checking. Crash. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it with Jacobs. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Jacobs now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2nd and 3. Well, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Haskins. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, what?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch 55. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Late in the season now. And this is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the spin. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so... Cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Running is Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now... yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Complete to Dorsett. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to speed. Things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty good when he's... Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Haskins to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
they have pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Haskins.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd down and goal to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, alert.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tahir Whitehead in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd down, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I'm coming, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The throw complete to Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, Love. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Pick it up. Pick it up. Mike, 55.
They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
In your face.
Let's go. Travel. Wide. Get wide. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. The Jaguars able to come away with a victory there. Nick Foles, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Check pass.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Check 55. Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. You gonna take. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's get the ball.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back to throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their team.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm